Who's that couple?
I'm Liz. Anybody been to Germany?
Yeah!
Okay. So I grew up in Germany, and my older brother and I were the only two kids in our neighborhood who spoke English. So we became friends. And he really wanted a little brother. And so he taught me how to play boy games. And the thing about boy games is they have very easy to understand rules. So like war, boys like to play war. There's 2 rules to war. Don't die, and kill your opponent. And that's it. So when I moved back to the States, when I was 7, I had to be friends with girls for the first time. And I had to learn how to play girl games. And in case you don't know, girls are kind of fucked up. So girl games have really hard to understand rules. And so I was invited to a sleepover, and we played My Little Pony. And I never understood what the rules were, but it seemed like whoever had the most My Little Ponies was the winner. So since I had grown up playing war, I waited till all the other girls fell asleep. And I buried all their My Little Ponies in the backyard. I'm sorry if that joke offends anyone in the Rainbow Dash fan club. I'm sensitive to that. So, I mean, clearly I won, right? But I wasn't invited to any more sleepovers after that, so I think they were sore losers. So I listened to NPR a lot. And yeah, and NPR is essentially radio for people who take themselves too seriously. And they had a story about women's voices. Maybe you heard it. And basically it said that we think less of women when they speak with uptalk or vocal fry. And uptalk is when you make a declarative statement, but your voice goes up at the end. Kind of like you're asking a question, but you're not. And vocal fry is this rattle that comes from the back of your throat. And it happens sometimes when you're at Starbucks and they get your order wrong. And like you think you're gonna die, right? And so I started thinking, what would it sound like if women said intelligent things in these voices? Like existentialism is the philosophy that emphasizes free will and studies each person's individual responsibility. And then once you get started though, it's kind of hard to stop. And I'm worried I won't be able to turn it off. And like, this might just be my voice now. So I'm gonna leave you today with a public service announcement. I'm sorry, but we need to talk about fake orgasms. I don't know if I want to applaud fake orgasms, but so they're everywhere. And it's mostly straight women who fake them. So sorry guys, once that sinks in. And we fake them because, well, we're too damn nice, right? So here's an analogy, if you're not with me on this. Let's say you're at a party and a guy comes up and starts telling you a joke. And it's kind of funny, right? You're into it. You want to see where it goes. But then the punchline is shitty, right? So what do? Do you say, hey, I really liked your joke up to a point, but then, like, I don't know, maybe work on the ending, right? Right. That's what we should say, but we don't. What we do is we give them the laugh, and we walk away, right? No harm done. But think of the women who come, or, I'm sorry, who don't come after you. You're not doing them any favors. So I used to fake orgasms in my 20s, and then I started having real ones in my 30s, and I haven't gone back. So yes, we can applaud. And so I've done 25 years of field research for you, and what I have found is there are 3 types of men. There's the tortured artist, there's the challenge guy, and there's the engineer. And you know them. The tortured artist is gonna get drunk on Knob Creek bourbon and cry about his mom later. The challenge guy is going to take your criticism and sign up for another 401k, or I'm sorry, 5k. I'm thinking about work. 5k, because that's how he handles, bad news. And the engineer hears you, but what he wants is data. And he's going to take your data and build a blueprint to your clitoris. So,
I'll get up when I
thank
want.
you.
Except on Wednesday, I'll be rudely away from the bathroom. I'll go on channel, have a cup of tea, and I'll talk about anything else. I'll feed the pigeons. I sometimes feed the sparrows too.
You can finish it.
So this is the end of the PSA. Ladies, the next time you're thinking about faking an orgasm, don't fucking do it, okay? Hold out for the real thing, right? And listen here, if they can't learn to play by the rules, stop inviting them to your sleepovers.